Welcome back to Daytime Live. Now, joining us to vibe is the youngest franchise owner of Golden Crust Restaurant, and we are welcoming Unique.
Hi guys, thanks for having me.
I love that unique, Greco. You are certainly unique.
Thank you.
Where in Jamaica do you hail from, Unique?
Well, I'm from
Westeros.
Glengoff. I'm from Glengoff.
I'm sorry.
Glengoff is in St. Catherine.
Right.
So that's where I was raised.
Nice.
I mean, what really inspired you to say, hey, I'm going to step out on my own and become an entrepreneur?
What really inspired me is that growing up, I was always boxed in, I kind of learned different. So I was always told, you're a pretty dunce. And I'm like, I'm not a pretty dunce. I just learned different. So for me, it was just, I had to find a way in how to come out different so people can understand. Not because a person doesn't learn the way how you think they should be learning. That doesn't mean, So that was what motivates me the most to kind of
I think that's amazing, Unique. I think that's amazing, Unique. Pretty dance, that's something that we do love to label our
Yeah. It's something that I try to tell people to really be mindful of it, because some people, it's not as strong, so they won't kind of try to build on it. Some people will kind of tear them apart.
Yeah.
But for me, it was just, I knew that I am not a pretty dunce, even though nobody knows what a pretty dunce is. Really, what is a pretty dunce?
Unique, I want to ask you a question.
Sure.
Because you are beautiful.
Thank you.
And like we said, you're the youngest owner of a very popular franchise. If you don't mind me asking, I hope you don't mind. And if you do mind, you don't have to answer. How old are you?
I'm 32, guys. I don't normally say my age, but I'm at peace now with it, because I kind of try to achieve my certain goals within a certain time frame. So when I don't make it, I was like, damn. But I'm 32.
I was going to say 24.
Listen, guys, I don't know if you're seeing
32.
everything
No,
at home, but
yeah.
Thank you, guys.
tell them about the place where you own.
No, I mean, so you're talking about Golden Crust,
Yes.
which they're famous for Jamaican food.
Yes, and spices.
I mean, why did you want to
it's
be a
in New
part
York
of?
primarily.
It's in New York.
Primary, yes.
Right.
For me,
New York.
Yes, it is. It's in the States. For me, for why I wanted to be a part of it was because the owner, he was also from where I was from.
Okay.
And that's kind of big, because
In New York or here?
No,
Jamaica?
here. We went to the
Glengoff.
same
Okay,
high
wow.
school. He's much older, but we went to the same high school. And I kind of looked up to him when I first met him. His story kind of inspired me. So that was one of the main reasons why I really pushed hard to kind of be a part of the franchise.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
So I have a little question, right?
For it.
So Oberlin High School, you know?
Yes,
yeah?
yes.
You're from
So,
Oberlin?
yeah,
Yes,
Oberlin
yes.
School has been in the news of late. Have you heard about the news?
Yes, I've seen it.
So what are your thoughts on what occurred, and what words of encouragement, perhaps, can you give to the students?
For me, I'll honestly say I don't know what is happening, but what I can say is for a lot of people not to follow social media so much. You kind of have to live in a real world, and focus on the now. Social media kind of puts all the stories together, all different type of stories. So for me to come and say what exactly is happening, I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah, me got trouble still, but
What?
no worries there.
Trouble.
I was just at Glengoff, I was like, okay, cool, but you're Oberlin, me like, I'm still over here. you know you get that.
Yes,
franchise owner door.
No man,
Listen.
you get that, You be like, some person be like, we're gonna mess with her. I'm from Oberlin.
All right.
But so at 32, you're owner of this big franchise everybody knows about in New York. What's the next step? What's the next goal? What's the next achievement?
To be honest, I'm going to be really honest with you. That was one of my biggest goals, right? I do have other businesses like Drive Unique here. You guys, you've probably seen it around. It's a car rental company. So it's several businesses that I am a part of, that I own, but the Golden Crust for me was the main. That was it.
All right, so me want to go back a little bit though. I want to go back a smidge. I am looking at you and I'm like, this is amazing. This woman achieved so much. You're 32, young, I think. Persons watching you at home are inspired by you. Me watching you in studio, inspired by you as well. Can you give us a quick step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4? Simia. You know what I mean?
For me, the step 1 is know who you are. And the end goal is to paint your own, be the author of your own story. Like I said, that pretty dunce, it kind of sit with me for a while, and I had to cut ties with it when I was a certain age, you know, and that is the reason why I'm unique. For a lot of people, they know me as Yannick, but I cut ties with Yannick because it was too much trauma with that. You know, the whole pretty dance, the whole, you know, Jamaicans like, you're not going nowhere, you know, that type of thing. So be the author of your own story.
Excellent.
It's funny because I have twin brothers and they learn differently. So I understand where our educational system, it's almost like a one size fits all.
Yeah, for sure.
What would you recommend being, you're not an outside, but you're almost a product of, I would say a victim of this one size fits all, but it didn't fit you. What would you say to the powers that be to make some change where that's concerned?
It's really, you gotta, I feel like when you're in a classroom, you can tell the kid that could learn, like, I'm a practical person. Don't give me the whole books.
Sit down and read and
I'm
study
not.
and listen to me
But
for 3 hours.
I feel like here in Jamaica, they need to kind of take more intense look in the classroom, because you do have kids that cannot learn just by sitting down, writing on a board, talking to them constantly. You know, so that's a way I would think they should start by there, because you learn in school. Most of our learning is happening in school. You know, I was overlooked a lot of time because I failed every test.
I get that.
Like when I tell you every test, I failed them. But if you give me time, or if you not tell me I'm taking a test and just give it to me, I will pass it. So, you know, it's just, they really have to find the methods. I don't know how, but there is ways. Because when I went to the States, I learned different.
Yeah.
They knew automatically when I was in a classroom.
That there was something.
A teacher told me, she was like, you're not for a classroom sitting down. You know, so here I think they just need to try to focus more on learning.
Individuals.
It's not just Jamaica, to be honest. It's the whole world.
It's the whole,
because we've said this already, 75% of persons don't learn sitting down. They don't. But how quickly, because we're out of time, how can we find you on social media?
Well, you could find me at Drive Unique Cars. I'm always there.
That's there.
Yeah,
man.
All right, good.
Thank you guys for having me.
No,
Yeah, and good luck with the business.
Thank you so much for joining us. It was an absolute pleasure. Daytime Live will be right back with a music video from Always Kid. Join us after the break.